How's it going, disc golf fans? Derek and Chris with Gatekeeper Media, and we're bringing you the front nine coverage of the final round of the second annual MVP Open here at Maple Hill, presented by Disc Golf Pro Tour. And our coverage is brought to you by Innova Disc Golf, and as always, a big shout out to Millennium Golf Discs.
Yeah, this was an amazing event. I was so proud to be here and be a part of this.
It hands down might be one of the best courses I've ever laid feet on.
Yeah, so first I just want to say thank you to Karen and Tommy for opening up their home to us.
100%.
And
couldn't have been more hospitable.
And Steve Dodge for everything that he's done. We're going to move into an awesome card. We have Simon Lizotte with a one-stroke lead over Joel Freeman with Nathan Queen, new to our coverage.
And lefty on the card.
Yeah, and then we also have Väinö from Finland.
Väinö Mäkelä,
I believe.
Yeah. Sorry if we're mispronouncing it.
So the second round, Double G had an amazing 1100 rated round. He put the 12 under, which put him in first. Paul from third card made his way back up there as well. But we're not far off, only a couple strokes off. Let's see if we can repeat a chase card victory.
Yeah.
So we're going to move into hole one. This is a par 4 at 835 feet. Pro play here. First shot, you want to throw something that you trust that's going to go over this lake. You want to land over by this road. The camera doesn't really give justice to how tight this green is right here in this bend here. But your second shot, you're going to throw something in here, land right on this soft green.
Yeah, and it's set back a little bit a ways from the mouth. So
yeah, if you go too far to the right, you will kind of get pinched off, and you kind of have to lay up. And then next thing you know, you're taking your 4. So we're going to have Simon. We had him for round 2. Put together a pretty good round. He's still on chase card.
I mean, him and Greg were neck and neck the whole time.
Yeah, Greg actually made it because he beat him by 1 stroke in that second round. No stranger to Simon throwing us. Really nice.
Now that is dangerously close to being too far right. But for the caliber of player that Simon is, that he should be able to make something work from there.
I believe so. We're going to have Joel Freeman. We had him on the feature card of round 1. So he put together an 1175 rated round then. Got up to lead card. Fell his way down a little bit, but he's still here and he's still in the running.
He's chasing.
Yeah. So he's going to have his orange Scorp.
Shout out to Millennium.
That flips up real nice. Holds the turn really good. Very stable. It's going to come back. And that is
a little close to you.
Yeah. Basically exactly where you want to be. You're on the left side of that road down there. It's going to be more of a straight approach for him. And third up, we have Väinö from Finland. He's on the tour with a couple other of the European members. He's put together some good showings over at Worlds and at Delaware, so we're going to see if he can make a move here.
I will say he may have one of the most interesting shot routines I may have ever seen on the tee.
Yeah. So that's going to be a good crush from him, and that's going to be, I would say, the average spot. That's where most people kind of land. And then last on our card, another Innova member, Nathan Queen.
This is the first time that we've filmed Nathan here, so it's good to finally have a lefty on the card for us this
being a fellow lefty going the whole weekend without one, I was starting to feel scared that we were being neglected or we're just not good enough. I don't know which one it is. As he puts a real good bid on this, this is going to land kind of where Väinö should be. Yeah, like I said, that's really the average spot most people are going to land. Yeah, and he should be the next one up. So for the lefty here, this is an interesting shot to throw the hyzer, only because it's such a sharp bend to the right. Sometimes it's really hard to get that disc to have that spin. So you can see that was actually going out of bounds. That was a very fortunate tree.
Yeah, and you can't keep the hyzer shot high enough for it to really like kind of penetrate there because of the trees and the low ceiling for the mouth of the woods.
So you can see Väinö's just in a really interesting spot where he's just going to lay up. He's just going to put it to the mouth and just take his 4. Joel in a really good spot.
And being a predominant forehand player, this is lined up to be a perfect shot for him.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Oh. Cuts it off a little bit, finds himself OB.
It's a makeable putt, though. He should be able to save his par. It's going to be a little outside the circle. As you said, Simon's really far over here. But he finds a way to make it work.
Makes it look so easy, too.
Yeah, puts that right inside the circle. Väinö elected to play the safe route. This should be a very textbook play for him. Exactly.
Yeah, that'll do.
Exactly that. So let's see how Nathan is from about circle 2 out. The OB behind it, I mean, I think it's far enough back that you're okay. If you give this a bid, it's going to be tough to go out of bounds unless you really sail one. This is Joel for his 4, just outside.
All right.
Ooh, making it sneaky. It's a good putt from Joel.
Joel's rocking the Gatekeeper purple today.
Yeah. Simon's about 28 in. This should be well within his range, and he's going to be the only one picking up the birdie.
Yes, Simon.
This came in as about the 6th hardest hole, so kind of almost playing in the middle a little bit. Still over par by 0.3 strokes. Nathan's going to clean up his par. Väinö should do the same. It's interesting being on the chase card because this was around the time where lead card was starting to set up and the crowd started getting real into it. So we're going to move into hole 2. This is going to be the first par 3 on the course at 350 feet. We've seen rollers here. We've seen thumbers. We've seen people turn it too much, go over this wall here that is OB to the right. You do have a bailout to those trees to the left that you can kind of just hyzer into if you need to. And it still sets up for a pretty good putt at least. At least walk out with your 3. Simon puts it on.
Yeah, beautiful flick shot from Simon. Keeping it right up the gut.
There you go.
On paper, it seems so simple.
Saw Joel go OB in round 1 here. Let's see if he recalibrates. Is he kind of? I would say that was a little conservative.
Extremely, yeah. And I mean, he did make the putt from his OB lie in round 1, but you know, why chance it? Give himself a good bid for a 2 this time around.
Mm-hmm. Väinö sets up probably with some type of fairway. As this needs to hold a turn. It's going to fade a little early. But that, like I said, that's kind of like a bailout zone. You can kind of throw over there and you still have, because how the backstop is, you can still run that putt. It's Nathan, I'm excited to see what the lefty's going to do here. I always see righties throwing these little flip-ups, flex shots.
I think that looked like... Wow, he rode that line the entire way, but it looked like an early release.
Yeah. Looks like he was just attacking the pin, just going straight at it. Nice straight shot.
He got lucky. Never hurts to get some course luck every once in a while. I just didn't have quite enough on it. Hung right a little too much. Faded on him.
It's Väinö in a tricky spot. He's just going to lay up. Joel set up in a good spot here to really give this a good run.
Looks like he kind of faked you out a little bit.
He always does. Ooh. See how close that was. So this was an interesting point because this is when the lead card was teeing off.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of noise going on. Simon was the farthest out. He didn't feel comfortable with his putt. So everyone else decided to kind of tap out here.
Yeah, and everybody asked if that was cool, and you know he had no problem with it. It's just Simon's the type of player that really does appreciate silence.
See, Väinö's looking up there, and I would have to say this Massachusetts crowd is wild.
Yeah.
We'll get to that a little later, and we'll see that, but man, do they know how to party. Nathan's going to be in for his 3. We should see a cleanup from Väinö.
All right, so let's see if waiting it out proved to be successful here.
Oh no. And you can tell. That's not an easy putt either. It's like slightly uphill. It's a little tricky.
Yeah, you just skim the top of the cage.
So we're gonna move into hole 3. It's gonna be a 410-foot flex shot, basically, for a righty backhand. Interested to see what Nathan's gonna do, but it's gonna be slightly uphill the whole way. It's gonna play a little harder than 410. Walking out of here with a 3 is what you're most likely gonna see, but taking the 2 here, you know you're getting a stroke on a lot of the field.
Yeah, and playing something with a good bit of stability to ensure that it is going to fade back for you is key.
So this did play as the 4th hardest hole in the course.
Simon just could not get all the way through.
Yeah, it's on the fairway. Joel's lining up. Okay. Not enough stability to kind of have the flex shot, but it skips up there, and that's not a bad spot.
A click or 2 higher, it would have had the full flight.
Väinö's going to try to get sneaky. I don't think that was on purpose, but it's looking to be pretty well. He got through most of those trees.
Yeah, not quite enough turn.
I feel like this plays very hard for a lefty. If you don't have like a nice big Anheuser flex forehand shot, I mean, just throwing the backhand here, it's tough to get up there.
Yeah, you're in danger of being so far right.
Yeah, you're almost just laying up into that fairway.
And honestly, playing it low and hoping for the good skip does actually make sense.
Yeah. Simon right on the fairway. This should be an easy layup for him.
Yeah, no obstruction either. Just a clean look right at the pin.
Nathan finds a route. If you do go over to the left, you can see there's kind of like that gap there. There is a back
little lane.
door, that you can kind of find. This is Joel for his 2. Oh,
just short.
Väinö's really got through. It's a good spot to be, and he hits the
band's off.
Joel should be able to clean this up, and then we're going to have ourselves another par frame. It's going to be 2 in a row. Even through 3, not the best start. That's not what you're looking for, especially in the final round. I wouldn't say it's the worst start, but that's the type of play that kind of keeps you on the chase card. And these guys are trying to make moves today. So we'll see if these guys get a little more aggressive and get a little more lucky. Big shout out to Innova Golf Discs for making all this possible. So we're going to move into hole 4. Pretty easy hole.
Yeah, one of the most straightforward shots that you'll have pretty much all round.
Yeah, so, and they did add a Mando there to the right, so it does make you, it forces you to go down the middle now. Nice little standstill putter shot.
Yeah. And you don't want to overjuice it either, just because you don't really have much of a backstop at the back. And if you pump it a little too much, you're clear into the hazard.
It's kind of like I don't think Simon wanted to do that, but there is kind of a bail out there to the left. It opens up pretty good out there if you don't want to be that aggressive.
This ought to play really well. I spoke a little too soon.
That's good, though.
I mean, yeah, it's still a tap in, but...
We want metal. We want chains.
That's right.
During our skins match, we did see someone hit the pole and the chains. So Paul and Ricky almost had some aces. Väinö just gets really far over there to the left.
And has like a double skip to carry him even further.
That's going to be an interesting putt. See if there's anything in the way. As Nathan sets up, this is nice for just a nice little putter shot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Kind of hit a little root there then. He's lucky that could have skipped all the way to the wall. Would have been safe, but would have been a harder putt. Väinö does have a lane here.
Oh! Nasty.
Ooh.
With the little tight lane, I think that deserves a little rewind.
Yeah, let's give it to him.
Wow.
Nice and sneaky. Look at that.
And still manages to get like a slight hyzer putt into there.
That was a good two from Väinö. Look at that. That's awesome. Simon doesn't have an easy putt here either. He's quite outside the circle as well.
It might have even been better off if he had carried to the left a little more. But it looks like it didn't matter anyway.
Slight downhill putt, and Simon cans it.
Towards the water, too. Like, more so than Väinö.
Yeah. All right. If that doesn't get your blood pumping, I don't know what does.
Yeah, are we going to be able to get a star frame here? We're close.
It's going to be our third frame in a row, this one being a star. If Nathan can make this. Slightly uphill, a little tricky. That's kind of that weird, awkward distance. Still have to give it a little bit of your concentration. There it is.
Still within 15-foot radius. That should be a gimme for most of these players.
Yeah, as we're going to move into hole 5, 285-foot par 3. Remember, Greg Barsby aced this hole a couple years ago. This one, you're basically going to hang something out over the water the entire time. Something that's just going to hit up against these trees, drop right into the green.
And we've said it before in our commentary, there is a lane to get you pretty much up to the green on the right side as well. You kind of want to just play like a overstable mid-range and have it carry, and then play the skip up to the basket.
Yeah, it's definitely the like the safer route, and honestly, it's a scarier putt because then you're kind of putting right towards the water.
For sure.
So just really risking it here is probably the better option. The drop zone is in a tough spot. You're going to take your 4 most likely from the drop zone. But I still think you got to be aggressive on this hole.
Yeah, it is righty forehand friendly.
Yeah, it plays as one of the easier holes on the course.
Yeah, at under 200 feet.
Under 300 feet.
Yeah, my apologies. 300 feet.
Now, if it was under 200 feet, I would be going for that all day. Sets up real good for a lefty as well. You should have a nice hyzer shot. Ooh,
the angle was great on that one.
Yeah, that was good. Just a little more distance. And this is a scary putt for Simon. Oh. He did make a putt from about that same distance in round 2.
I do know that James Conrad did can one from around that same look earlier in the tournament as well. So, you know, it pays off for being a little risky.
Joel bands off. That's going to be a tough 3 to take. This is one you got to be taking a 2 on. If you're not taking a 2 here, you feel like you're losing to the field. Par feels like a bogey here.
That's not a problem for Väinö.
So that's 2 birdies in a row for Väinö. Nathan getting in his stance. Gonna have a little bit of straddle.
That is ideal for a lefty, though. If you're going to straddle any type of way, that'd be, yep, good birdie for him, too.
Simon for his 3.
So we have no type of frame here.
No, but the scores did get closer as we're going to have Joel, Nathan, and Väinö all at 12 under.
Is that a Raider?
Yep. Good little bit of turn and then a nice strong fade. I've been meaning to talk to you about your pre-shot routine. In the tournament, you only get 30 seconds.
Wait, really?
Yeah, really.
Oh.
All right, we're going to move into hole 6, playing as the hardest hole every single day of the tournament. I would say one of the hardest holes in disc golf. Very tough par 3, 375 feet. You're going to come over here. You do have this OB wall to the right. You have water from the lake over to the left. You want to throw something that's straight, that's going to finish left to right. If not, you can kind of just keep it straight and land to this left path. There is kind of like a back door there as well. Sets up nice for righty backhand turnover, or if you do have a forehand, Nathan should be able to really attack it with the lefty hyzer shot as well.
Oh, boy.
No.
No, it did go out.
Yeah. Nathan keeps it low. Skip. Okay, that's where
He's
most
right
people
there at the edge.
Most people kind of land where that little mouth intersection is.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the righties land there.
That's what I'm saying. Everyone basically lands there. I'd say flipping up a nice... If you're going backhand, throwing like a mid-range kind of laying up's the way to go. If you're Simon and you need to make up some strokes, throwing an overstable forehand with like a fairway is definitely the way to go, as that's going to put him probably inside.
Yeah, clean look from there.
Yeah. Joel sets up for his sidearm.
Really wings it down there.
Yeah.
Is it going to carry on over? Oh. Early tree. Still manageable for his 3, though.
He's right in that spot we're talking about. Väinö going OB. That was tough.
And does not give him a good look either. Oh, jeez.
He should be able to get out from there, but...
I mean, now this is his 4th shot.
Yeah,
They're playing for 4.
He's looking at a double at best. I mean, even this shot, this is a small green to hit.
Yeah.
He does it. And this is an awkward shot for Nathan as well. Oh, wow.
And that's... You never know really what could happen if you put it a touch higher than it was, hits a tree, and then bounces OB.
Yeah, that right there from Nathan, that needs to be highlighted as, like, that was a very tough shot to make right there.
Yeah, and you can see that he didn't really put a lot into it either. And Joel just misses that by a foot left.
Yeah. Diamond just outside. Straight shot, though. No straddle needed.
Nice.
Good birdie from him. He's 3 under now.
Yeah, it's going to help him start climbing away from the rest of the card.
This putt back from Joel should be, yep, right in his spot, as he's only 1 under here, so a lot of pars on this beginning for him. Väinö with that double, unfortunately. So other than Väinö with that one hole literally right there, it's been a pretty clean front. So we're going to move into hole 7, second hardest hole on the course. So we go from the hardest to the second at 370.
And this is the hole where you need to find your line.
Yeah, and if you kick off early, it is bad. You are probably looking at a 4. Plank off some trees, end up really far to the right or the left, and then you don't have any lane. It would probably be better to be to the right because there are other fairways.
It's
for the
significantly
different tees.
uphill from there, but more open.
An early kick to the left, though. There's nothing over there. And Simon
Finds himself over there.
Yeah, late release. This sets up really good for Nathan if he can get something that flips up, and it does.
Plays the skip.
Yeah.
Hits a little something, kind of cuts the distance, but he's going to like that lie.
Yeah, I mean, that would putt. If you're cresting over that hill, that's an amazing shot. If you're just getting to the hill on the fairway, that's an awesome shot.
Yeah, he's got a couple trees he may need to split, but...
Oh, Joel, this is looking decent.
Wasn't that lucky?
Yeah. Double mano through those trees, field goal. Oh no, Väinö.
He was expecting that to flip up for him.
Simon is not in a good spot.
Yeah, a little pinball through there.
Let's see if Väinö's able to get successfully through this. His looks just as tight.
Just up a little bit more.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Okay.
Okay.
And that'll putt.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good recovery from Väinö.
Yeah, it should be an easy 3. Simon, though, he's definitely going for that.
Oh, for sure. But at this point now, he did give that stroke back to the card.
Unfortunately. Is he putting with like a Sonic?
It looks that way. I haven't been able to confirm that, but it has that pop top on it like a Sonic would.
Yeah. Interesting.
You don't hear much about them too often.
Not putting for sure, no. It's Joel. Finds a lane, makes that up the hill, and that's an awesome birdie. Väinö for his 3.
All right. I like to see good recovery.
This is a very interesting part of the course, too, because it's very loud, because you have the 8 holes literally right next to you. You have 14 right there as well, the porta potty. So there's a lot of distractions that can happen right here on this hole.
And the 8 holes were in full force on this final day.
Yeah.
You would hear the eruption every couple minutes.
Yeah, you would hear it from across the lake, from the other side of the property. All right, here we are. We made it. I would say probably the biggest ace run other than maybe hole 4, but this is one of the most iconic holes here at Maple Hill. 320 feet, par 3. Get whatever you can do to get over to that other side. Nice backstop for you to really run it for an ace. Low basket as well.
I can't wait for everybody to see the amount of people that are hanging out behind that barrier there. It was quite the crowd.
Yeah.
And they were there. They started trickling in more and more as the day went, but this is a full house here.
Yeah, it was awesome.
All right, that's a clean shot.
Yeah, it's dry.
And pin high.
It's going to be an interesting putt, but...
The lefty line here is set up for success, I think.
Oh, definitely. So this has a pretty good angle for... Oh, no. Ooh.
If it snuck through that was that was a run.
Yeah. He's lucky they didn't hit that branch and actually fall in the water, because that was pretty close. Väinö looks like he might go with the hyzer shot with the righty. We kind of see that as the other route. So that's a pretty good look. All right.
A little bit of a scary putt.
Not as scary as Joel's.
Well, Joel's is more lateral, so he's got less worry of hitting water from there.
Well, this is looking really good out of Simon's hand.
Oh, wow. That's a similar
clean.
line to... Oh! That was lucky.
Wow, I thought he was going to skip OB on that.
Yeah, that would have sucked.
Oh, my goodness.
I know I was clenching pretty good when I saw that shot.
And then he nails the
Hands it.
putt.
Nice.
Oh.
It did look like it was a touch on the weak side, but it did not matter. Those chains grabbed it.
It does not matter if you take it a 2 on that. That was awesome. Oh, I thought
Joel's shot is a little less risky here.
I thought he had it.
No recorded aces this whole tournament on this hole in the men's division.
That was a good putt from Joel as well. I just got to say, Joel's really picked it up here at the end of the year. Coming in third last week at Delaware, and he's playing really well now. Väinö's also in. Making sure I have a tap in. We got ourselves another frame.
Woo-hoo. I would say this is the most exciting star frame that we've had. And shout out to the gentleman over there fishing the plastic out of the pond.
It's an all-day job. We're going to move into hole 9. 420 feet par 4. Yes, very short par 4. But don't let that mistake you for it being a tough hole. It's got some teeth. Your first shot, you're going to crest over this hill. You want to have something that's going to finish kind of left to right.
Right about here.
Yeah, if you get lucky, you can roll something down. If you stay clean, you can land down in this grass. It's really the second shot. They moved the pin from the center of this green all the way over to the right, right next to the water.
Making it so dangerous.
Yeah, so we'll see what these guys can do here. Joel's going to line up with a forehand. It sets up really good for a forehand righty if you have it. This is going to fade a little early for Joel. He needs to stay clean.
Not quite.
Yeah, we saw Greg over there with Cameron in round 2, and they were able to get out successfully. So we'll see what Joel can do. This is looking awesome from Nathan. Look at that.
Yeah, textbook play. In fact, even gets a little extra from that hill.
That's perfect.
And it is a very tight tee box here, so you see the angles change a little bit. It's based off of how the players really approach their run up, so I had to kind of go back and forth.
Ooh, that made it through. Wow. Yeah, this is a tough hole to film, to spectate, and to play, really. It's blind almost the whole way for everyone. So Simon got almost to the green in round 2. This does not have enough turn on it. It's going to fade early. Not the worst spot to be, but
last round he found himself easily.
He was like where I just was.
Yeah. And he knew as soon as he threw that shot that it was good. Because this is, technically I would say his home course.
Yeah. Joel getting aggressive and finding a line. Yeah, Joel. That was a good shot from Joel. I got to say, Joel is one of the best scramblers on tour.
Yeah, I'd have to agree.
Simon just giving a good bid. It's going to be an easy birdie for him.
Would you call that a bid? It came up like 8 feet short.
It looked like it from this angle. It's a lot lower and shorter once it landed, but out of the hand, it looked like he was going for it. But that was a good layup from Nathan as well.
This is such a scary shot here.
I know. For the righty, too. Oh.
Stay in. I think it... Oh, no, it did crest out.
Yeah.
Dang.
Went right over that stone there. Fell OB.
Great putt from Nathan. I also
Did he just give the horns?
He's been doing it all round.
Oh,
yeah.
man. Rock out. That's awesome.
That makes me think that he's no stranger to some metal music. Nathan, if you're watching, comment what kind of music you're into, man. Let the viewers know. That was a dangerously high. Still gets the birdie, but...
Yeah, gives him a turkey. He's 4 under. He's in a good spot, but that was tough. Simon, that one blemish. Other than that, he's also 4 under. He's sitting 3rd. It's really just Paul and Double G ahead of him. Väinö's able to save his tap-in par.
Yeah, from finding OB.
Yeah. That's going to be it for the front 9. As we see, it's a lot of green, so I'd say these guys are really picking it up. They're going to get aggressive. We're going to be here for this final back 9.
Yeah, I mean, look how close the top 3 on our card are together in and of itself.
So we're going to take a look at the total scores, and it is still tight. Simon's only 2 off. We had it last week. I don't want to say anything yet, but it's a possibility.
Yeah.
So that's going to be it, folks. Make sure you come back for the back 9 coverage of this final round of the 2019 MVP Open. You have any last words for the folks?
Thanks for taking this ride along with us, and we look forward to seeing you on the back 9. And make sure to hit that subscribe button. Later, folks.